So this listing's all about fragrances that quickly didn't make my like list or love list or I would recommend it list, but in time they created a very reasonable bond. I created a bond with them in some ways. So let's talk about. Oh, by the way, this list that we're about to talk about right now, it goes from 1, which you probably, you're probably going to be okay with, and then, meaning you understand that you don't like, the reason you don't like it, but then it drops to number 1. And then number 1 is probably going to shock the crap out of you, because number 1 is one of the best-selling fragrances for men and most loved by female. Stick around. So, with that said, this number 1 spot, the one that takes that number 1 spot, is a fragrance that my girlfriend gave me for my birthday. Well, no, sorry, it's not for my birthday. Christmas, past Christmas. I asked for it, and she gave it to me. I was ecstatic. I asked for a little bottle. She gave me the big bottle. That's perfectly okay with me. It sprayed my skin, and I really got pulled off. I didn't like it at all. Yeah. Didn't express it. Didn't tell her. I just rocked it. The time that I was here by myself or with her only. And it took me about 2 months to actually develop an understanding, appreciation for this type of fragrance. This fragrance that I speak of right now. This fragrance has woods note, it has spices, it has floral notes, it has amber, tonka, and of course leather. It's a very old fragrance. Now, sorry for the background. I woke up, family woke up, so almost same time. But this is none other than Dior Fahrenheit. Dior Fahrenheit is an old man. It's an old man that just keeps getting love, and a lot of people still talk about it, but for some reason it literally took me a while to enjoy, to indulge. There you go. So let's move on to the next one. So, camera change. We're outside now. Kids are playing, living in life. This is what life is now. Birds are flying, hawks, eagles, you hear them all day. So basically this next fragrance, it's a woodsy, earthy, citrus, and it has this bitter grapefruit ingredients. Now it also has mandarin, and that mandarin mixed with the bitter grapefruit is the reason why I didn't enjoy this fragrance as much as I wish I did. And the outside is a perfect example of what this fragrance represents. This, my friends, is Terre D Hermes. Terre D Hermes is an absolutely masculine, outside doorsy, take your shirt off, show off your muscle, probably with a long beard. I'm not suggesting I'm talking about myself, but if the shoe fits, wear it with a pair of socks. This, my friend, is a very masculine scent. I love Terre D Hermes. Let me take this with me before a hawk takes it and try to showcase it, for itself and whatnot. Now this next fragrance has the ingredients of cinnamon, it's woodsy, and it's spicy. Those are very good combination. Now the combination where it kind of lured me to the wrong direction was the rum and incense. Rum and incense didn't work well with me, and this is none other than Bentley Intense For Men. Bentley Intense For Men didn't work well with me for some odd reasons, but now it does. Alright, so this next one on my... Sorry. So... Alright guys, so sorry about that. So let's continue with the list. So this next one on my list went from me disliking it, kind of hated it, to there's no way in hell we're ever gonna have some kind of close chemistry, to something that I treasure, love, appreciate, and hold fond memories for the rest of my life. Last year I went on vacation to Jamaica, and a couple months before the trip I decided to bring two particular fragrances, one that was fresh and one that was aquatic, and they both had to have great performance. The reason why I wanted them to have great performance because I felt and I knew in my heart that I was going to have a great time at Jamaica, and I wanted to bring something back with me, something that will remind me of those great times. The one that I'm talking about, well, the two fragrances that I took was YSL EDP and Versace Dylan Blue. Versace Dylan Blue, the reason why it put me off was because it's patchouli. The patchouli on my skin projected a lot, too much for me to even bear. There's grapefruit in there, in this, there's musk, there's citrus, there's aquatic notes, but I'm so happy that I just can't just open the cap, take a whiff, and just remind me of that beautiful country that I went last year with my girlfriend and my friends and their families, and we had a great time to treasure for the rest of my life. Versace Dylan Blue. Now this next one on my list, this one I had a small sample of it. I sprayed it here and there, but didn't come to appreciate much because it was too fruity for my nose. But I came to appreciation with it somewhere between November. So somewhere between November and December, my parents come to myself and my siblings about Christmas gift that we want, that we would love to have, and this one made it to that #1 spot. This is the one gift that I wanted in that list. It had to be. Even if you just took this one and you bought it and just left everything else, this mattered to me. So I'm glad that they actually purchased it, or else the next day I was going to purchase it. I was ready to press that purchase button on that laptop and purchase me some of Mancera Cedrat Boise I. This one came off to my skin too free for me to even love, to enjoy, but it also has the lemon, it also has the vanilla woods, it's aromatic. This one, I'm glad I really kind of finally appreciate it. Because this is a very masculine, very strong, projecting, complimenting scent. Really does compliment. Alright, so this last one, I actually sprayed it in my palm. This last one is going to shock you. It shocked me. I'm thinking, what was I thinking? But I'm actually glad that I came around and finally picking me up some of this delicious juice. This sweet apple woodsy, spicy aroma that you get from it. God, this is, I can't say enough good things about it, and the projection is by far monster. This is none other, and lastly, Layton from Parfums de Marly. I keep this in the box, cherish it, make sure there's no fingerprints on the bottle, there's a little bit of fingerprints there, wipe it off. This is something that I absolutely enjoy. This is a man, it is a man on a mission, a staple to anyone's wardrobe when it comes to a man. It just defines everything, every type of great character about a senor. My God, this is amazing, 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 amazing. But what the vibes that I didn't get, or the vibes that kind of stirred me in the other direction, was that it kind of smelled like cough, sort of cough medicine to me. It just reminded me of those good old days where my parents used to chug cough medicine down my throat, because whenever I had a cough, hey, fragrances brings out memories, and that's what type of memory it brought out in me. So it was definitely a pass, but when those notes finally kicked in, and that freshness from this juice finally sets into terms with my nose, it really turned the tide. It really turned the tide to the point that I really, really had to have this in my collection. So I spent that $200. I didn't care. $200 at that time. This thing, you can't get this discount. If you get discount, it gets discounted by a little, but I still paid the $200 for it. So boom, guys, there you have it. These are the fragrances that I had a hard time liking, loving, appreciating, coming to terms with, but it's better late than never. Like I said, something like this, I'm glad I came into terms with it, because this thing, when it comes to unspeakable love, this is one that really holds memories, bonds, everything whatsoever. Guys, thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. Stand out. Peace out. We are out. That's a wrap.